Okay, it's time we move in. Let's do it. Let's send our scout. I'll send a scout up here just one more time. Our weakest army, because I don't think it matters if they get sacrificed to the Dark Lord. We outnumber them, and we have a higher unit advantage. So I think we are going to move our forces into position. We're going to move everyone. Surround this city and take it. Ooh, they do have 2 armies, though. So they equal us in terms of our Tier 3 capacities. This will be a close battle, but I think we might be able to do it if we use Mark of the Heretic and mark them up. Weaken that huge army right there. Bring it down to size a bit. We're going to bring in these guys here. Well, you guys, the shrine will be finished in 1 turn, which is always a plus. I know why it costs money, because I had to buy the shrine, of course. And buying the shrine costs money. Produce a temple now, just to get our mana production even higher than what it currently is. Now let's see if we can't take the city. Probably won't be able to, but, you know, it's worth a try at least. The very least. It's a probable victory, so we're probably going to lose. Oh well. Fight through it. Nomlik, what do you think you will accomplish with that goblet rabble? I will not tolerate this. They need to know their place. Working for Leonis is their divine mandate. You and your rebels will fail. I will bring you down personally. This affront shall never be forgiven. So we managed to do it at the cost of a large portion of our military. Unfortunately. We basically lost near all of our tier 2s. We do have one of our tier 3s survived. Actually, all of our tier 3s survived. And we managed to keep 1 Crusader out of the hundreds that we built. If anything, this might have helped our economy a bit, because we did have a lot of excess useless units, as I like to refer to them. Units that just really weren't that prioritized in the grand scheme of things. Let's get you in here. This will probably piss them off. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they now declared war on us and they sent full force against our borders, because that tends to be what happens. So I hope we didn't launch an attack too early. Maybe we should have waited for a tier 5 unit. Not sure though. Oh well, it's over now, so there's nothing we can really do about it. But hope that we made the right choice. And if we didn't, we can always just restart again, which I really don't want to do. Please don't make me restart it in game. Trying to spy, I think will be done in 6 turns. Just bring them down here. We're building up our army of tier 2s and 3s to help reinforce these guys that kind of lost a lot of units. We need to get another temple set up. Oh, I guess this thing is working. Oh, it's working well enough. The problem is to produce like the Exalted and stuff, it also costs mana and gold. So while I'm making a lot, I'm producing units that are pretty expensive at the same time, which is causing some problem. There we go. We now have a full-sized army. 2 4-tier 3s, 2 tier 2s. I think that's a fair enough force. We'll send it over here to the front. How much do these guys cost? 27 mana? Jeez, that's a lot of fucking mana. Everything apparently costs a lot of mana though, so that's not surprising. I need to get more mana nodes. Mana nodes. Let's see. What about? I need to absorb you before I can do anything. You have built the temple. Get another temple, a grand temple. You guys, we do need to keep producing units. I can't stop my production of units because if we do, we're going to definitely be destroyed. I think we are doing quite well. We do have a lot more tier 3s than we did previously. And a broader access to tier 2s. Which is always useful. Always useful. Smuckik. Now that you produced a temple, how about you assist us by producing a great temple so that we can get even more mana? These guys are on hold. We don't have enough money. Jesus Christ. Money's becoming a big issue. Well, we're making money per turn. It's just that I think we're producing too many units. And that's causing a financial crisis. Jafog is now part of our territory. Which means we now reap the benefits of the city, which is great. Speaking of which, paid-up solution, it costs 10 mana per turn to use, but it does increase our gold production substantially. I'm going to hold off on it, though, until we're able to build a shrine smithing and stuff, because, you know, otherwise it's just not worth it. Jafog, what can you build, though, in the meantime? I mean, you've got almost everything that we could ask for. That's extra production. That could be really useful later on when we start building our armies up. The Shrine of Smithing has been researched. We are starting to make a fair amount of money per turn, or, you know, mana per turn, so hopefully that will actually build up in 3 turns, I think. Is it 3 turns that I need to get this next upgrade, the Holy of Holies? Yeah, I need to get in 3 turns. At this rate, I should have a Holy of Holy capable of being produced, at least from the mana side of things. I have no idea about anything else. Let's see. Order of Templar Knights, they'll give basic units the devout property, which I don't consider that important. Let's go for Divine Channeling so I get a little more spell power in combat. We're Gobaku. We are going to now start producing some, let's get a laboratory. Let's help our production. Let's help our research production out a little bit. Divine Channeling is researched. Sweet. Let's get Divine Channeling too, because there are some really useful spells that we, as this amazing country, do have access to. We are apparently not getting... We're not going to have the Holy of Holies in 3 turns, because we, for some reason, aren't gaining 93 mana, like it says we are. Or apparently, or maybe it just didn't give us the mana that turn, and you know, it made up for it. No idea. What's going on, Jafog? Sweet, you completed the Masters Guild. What can you produce here? You can actually produce Shrines of Smithing. That I find to be interesting. You already have a Holy of Holies. Oh, this was his city, so yes, it does. Okay, we're definitely gonna start producing them here. Gonna start producing those immediately. As many as we possibly fucking can. They do require... They're on hold because we don't have enough... How do we not have enough mana? We definitely have enough mana. Look at the bar up there. Okay, we don't have enough gold. That can be rectified, though. We definitely have enough mana. Why mana's red, I have no idea. I guess goblins are just shit at freaking magic or something. It's probably the gold. Maybe it's just like a combined little bar there. And saying I just don't have the resources. That's probably what's happening. Okay, so we need to fix our gold production then. I think we can fix that by maybe halting our production of other units for now. Because we're probably producing too many units to keep up with our rate of production. But we really actually aren't producing that much, which is kind of what's concerning me. We're not producing nearly as many units as you'd expect, yet our economy is being held down by something. And that factors in the upkeep cost, so that shouldn't be an issue right there. That really should not be an issue. We are now producing the shrine, so whatever it was, it is over, at least, which is always good news. Let's link you guys up here. Let's get this army as a combined tactical force, and we'll... Is there any more unit that's going to come from here? No? Well, let's just send you guys up to the front, because... Actually, you'll be our holy defenders, just in case we get flanked. We need to push back. Might as well have a little bit of a standing army back home. Back on the home front. When these Shrines of Smithing are done, it's going to be the end for them. It's our most powerful unit. The best thing we have. Honestly, I think it's the weakest Tier 5 unit, though. I think it might be the weakest Tier 5 unit. So is one of the big problems. Let's see, what can we go for? Let's get a temple built up in that city to help us generate more. Actually, there's no building that actually helps us generate merchandise, so I guess we just build a temple then. Ah, yes, there we go. Looky there. A shrine of fucking smithing. It's about time. Once we have an army of these rolling out in the field, I think these guys are pretty much doomed. Sundrin leveled up. Let's have a look-see. What does Sundrin have to offer to our great and powerful military? Weapon finesse. Yes, that sounds really good. I don't know if there's an underground area here. Let's give our ranged unit some strength, because this thing's a ranged unit. I think it technically counts as one, so it could be really useful. Select a new research project. Rugged Pioneers, Laborer Unit. The settlers and builders gain +8 movement and mountaineering. Not really that useful. Let's go for the Summon Zephyr Bird and see if that leads to any other interesting summons, like Summon God of the Nine Flames or something, which would just be amazing. Great temple. If that was that's actually a really good name for a unit. The God of the Nine Flames. Evoked upon the battlefield to bring death and damnation to all. Fear him. Okay. End our turn again. We're just kind of waiting for our Tier 5 army to build up now. What else can we do? Okay, we now have the ability to summon the Zephyr. Our next ability in that is Terraformer. So we can terraform the terrain into different stuff, basically. Which is, it's okay, it's not the best thing. Let's get Dispel, because God knows one of these guys is going to cast, like, Mark of the Divine Heretic. Or something stupid. It's going to be like, lose 1,000,000 mana. Divine Protection. Let's get Expansionism and let's see if that unlocks anything. Narwhal's got a quest for us. We have urgent matters to discuss. Okay, for the relationship to your people. A group of fire fetishists have committed grand arson in our beautiful settlement. Stop them before there's nothing left but ashes. They have a vassal proposal. Okay, where is this arson unit? You know, pointing that out might be useful. Oh, there they are. For some reason, your arsonists are draconians. Interesting. I guess they were pissed that they didn't get to go to the Promised Land. And this is what they do. Okay, I'm going to send in this army here because they can probably take care of this on their own. And I'll leave these guys just here in the city to To hold the line is the case for me, to ensure that no one gets through. Actually, could you guys do it? Who it's gonna take longer? That'll take 2 turns for them. This will take 3 turns. You guys go ahead and do it then. You guys will get there first, and I'm sure you guys can handle it. If you guys can't handle that army with your much higher ranked units, I don't know what's wrong with you. There are other armies there if we do engage them, though. We'll send both in, just in case. Because I don't know if these guys are part of this attack group here, or if they're just there. So I'm going to send both of these guys in. Another Shrine of Smithing is here. Sweet. And yes, I know it's smiting. I will continue to call it smithing because it is my divine duty. Okay, we'll move into a position just in case, but I don't think they're gonna really need that much help. I think they've got this. We did make contact with another village though, so that might have been worth it. How do I make you an ally? Apparently I can't right now. Yes, there we go. Oh. They lost, and we won. I'll take the reward, and they will now join us as a city. Welcome to our glorious empire. Order of Sacred Support. That sounds really useful, because we are actually probably going to build a lot of support units. And what else can we do? Now you guys have joined us. Oh, you're vassalized. You're not actually part of our empire. You're a vassal state. Which is fair enough, I guess. You're providing resources to us, which is good enough in my book, at least. Get you guys back there. I think this is going pretty well. How long until something goes wrong? Any guesses? I give it like 5 minutes. 5 minutes before the mega army shows up at my door. This place is actually producing a Holy of Holies, so we'll eventually be able to produce our guys in multiple places, which is really useful. Can I rename Narwhal, or do I actually... I can't. You're just a vassal, I can't rename you. God damn it. Okay, Smolik. How about you generate some... Actually, get yourself some walls. Let's get some walls up. Let's slowly start upgrading our defenses so that if we do get attacked, we have a standing army, a standing defensive line to hold our own. Get another wall there as well. Let's get some research done into Swift migration. I don't think I need to do a migration, honestly, but you know, Order of the Templar Knights. That sounds good. What else? Yeah, I think this is going along well. I don't know about you guys, but I think this second attempt is going a lot better than the first. We already have our Tier 5 units out on the field, and we have our Exalted, so we're doing pretty well. We just need to really keep up the pace with our production, really get some guys rolling out, and then I think we can potentially make a push. I'm gonna wait until we have maybe 2 armies of the Tier 5s before we head out there. But, you know, anyhow, that's probably the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.